Extended it.
Hello, my name is Magali. I would like to know how is it to be back?
Great to be back.
Il n'avait pas censé être
We started what, like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago? Yeah, two and from the first show, it felt like it was less. Kids that come to the shows have been unbelievable. Just making us really feel like at home, and that just welcomes us back to the stage kind of thing. So it's really fun though, especially too because we're playing new songs and old songs that we haven't played in like 3 years now, you know. And we got a couple of little surprises for you guys in the set, so it's pretty fun. Yeah. Then again, with the computers, nothing's a surprise these days, right? Yeah.
Oui, il a dit que c'était bien maîtrisé.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm very amazed. And I would like to know what is your favorite song to play among all your songs?
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, Prison is usually the big one live. It's always been my favorite, but right now, Kids is probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's a new song. It's called Prison yesterday. I think that's our collective favorite.
Yeah, collective band favorite.
There's other stuff too that's become like really
Planetary's good too.
Planetary, all the new stuff is really fun to play live. You'll see us smile when we're playing the new stuff.
Hi. Why there is just one date in France and 6 in Germany?
The run could only be a certain number of time, like length. So we had to just kind of get in where we could. There's a lot of cities in the UK that we're missing too that we really want to be playing at. A lot of places that are really important to us. So, but this is really just kind of the beginning, and we're not really stopping that long. We have a Christmas break, and then we're back in rehearsals again in January, and we're touring again the whole world. So you'll see us very soon.
Just get our feet wet.
We'll be back before you know it.
Hi, my name is Cigale.
Hello.
We noticed that your picture is not name. Make PJFK, President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and your CD will be released on November 22nd. In French.
Well, I've been recently reading that the first letter of every one of our Killjoys names,
Okay.
basically, it's an acronym for President John F. Kennedy, and the album is being released on the assassination.
Oh yeah, we might do that. Yeah.
We saw a picture of you and Lindsay.
Oh yeah, it's our wedding photo.
Making in a car.
Yeah.
Is that a relation?
No, there's no relation to that. Yeah, I want to stick with Frank's answer and say we planned all that right now. But those two things are unrelated. I don't know. Kennedy keeps coming up. I don't know why that is a lot. And obviously I've written a comic about the whole thing as well. And maybe it's a subconscious coincidence. It's interesting for sure.
Yeah, they can be picking up on that though. Yeah.
Hi. Why did you choose to start a tour in America and in Europe and not in America?
That, you know, for the past couple of records, that's where everything started for us was in the UK. You know, for the last record we started in the UK and it went really well. So it feels like a second home to us. Like, I don't know, there's this weird kinship between our band and Europe, and it's kind of one of those things where like some people say like, oh, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, but we kind of feel like if we can make it over here, then we can make it anywhere. You know.
So really, yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, like the band broke first in the UK, you know, so now it's starting to become this tradition to start everything and kick it off in London and then go around Europe. I mean, it's a real, you know, to us, it makes us feel really good. It's a real testament to the music to go to other countries where English is not the first language and like literally fly blind and test this music out in front of an audience that can only, sometimes, you know, it's just really responding to the sounds that they're hearing. It's really cool for us, you know. So, but it's a bit of a good luck charm too to come to Europe first.
Unless, of course, you guys turn on us real quick.
Yeah.
Don't have to go home.
We'll start playing Florida a lot.
Hello, I'm Maud. I would like to know what gave you the idea to create the Killjoys?
It was a long process, you know, because obviously Black Parade, when I look at it now, it seems like, I mean, it was a great idea that we all shared, but it seems so small in comparison to the amount of artwork and ideas that went into the Killjoys. And the reason being for that is because there's a lot of people involved. I started to write this comic with our friend Sean Simon, and I realized that more important than the comic itself were the ideas being expressed within that comic, and that those ideas were so solid and concrete that they could carry into music and everything else. And, you know, Grant Morrison, when I first showed him the spider, he had said, well, that should just be on everything that you guys do. Everything you're doing in comics, everything you guys are doing as musicians, it should just be your mark, and then you'll get over it, you'll get bored of it, and then you move on to something else. And it took me years to, like, take his advice. You know, I didn't really take his advice, and I kept trying to make it kind of stripped down and mundane, and then, but what I really wanted to do was for us to dress up like lunatics and fire ray guns and drive muscle cars and have crazy colored hair, and I wanted color very badly. So, but it was years and years of working this whole idea out, and I think because of that, every single detail down to the patches and everything on the car, the stickers and people's names, they all have a purpose and a reason, you know. And there's so much detail, and the detail was placed in there for you guys. It was because I know that you guys, you know, like to, if you love the band, you're gonna sit there and watch all that stuff, and sometimes frame by frame it. So that's really there for you guys to enjoy that and find things every time you watch it.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Hello. We recognize different influences on each of your records. See the desire to change your style on every record, or total freedom of your musical direction.
What was the last part? I'm sorry.
For you, total freedom about musical direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's all those things, like being able to assert your own freedom as an artist is very important. You know, I think the reason that every record has been so different from the last is that it's for us, I like to think of that as a matter of survival. Like that's how we survive. If we sounded like the previous record, that would actually be what ended the band. It would, being in paralysis is the worst thing for this band. So we can never even stay where we are. We actually constantly have to move forward. We always have to move forward. And I think we're lucky because our fans, they actually expect that now. I think if we had put out the previous attempt at the album, I think the fans would have been more disappointed. Probably just as disappointed as us that it didn't move forward.
We had that, we have a strange opportunity to have a rebirth every couple of years, to totally reinvent everything that we're doing, and the aesthetic, the sound. And it's because you guys are so open-minded and artistic and allow us to do that kind of thing that I think really lets this band grow as fast as it does. Thank you.
Jared, you co-realized the Nana video. You had never done this before. And how did you experience that?
Well, I had a lot of help from my friends, and that was the most important thing. I thought it was awesome. It was like, to be able to have a direct line for once from your brain to some kind of screen was incredible. I remember meeting Mark Webb, and very early on he had suggested that I do it, and I was scared of doing it for years. And then it was literally though just us in a desert making it up. Like it's just like me and my friends run around with laser guns and just kind of just thinking, well, what'll look cool? It doesn't like let's not talk so much about what it means, but what does it look like and what are the questions that it'll raise? But I loved it. I would love to keep doing it. I would love to eventually like make a movie or something or a mini series. I mean, I just love like being behind the camera. I think it's so fun, and we had so much fun doing it together.
Hello. It's not difficult to walk between brothers.
Oh no! It's a common question. Yeah.
We get along.
There we go.
Yeah, we get along amazing. It's a joy.
Yeah, it's like I always feel a little luckier, because even though we're all brothers,
We're cheating a little bit.
but we are cheating a little because we always get a little bit of home out with us so it's nice, it's like maybe we shared a room together from when we were, and now we still share a room together, and it's pretty awesome.
Rules.
On va faire les photos groupées, s'il vous plaît, il n'y a pas de dédicace.